Hello everybody, welcome to another daily dose of gaming news and all that good stuff. And as always, I also publish on Rumble, and later on Rumble again, another episode is going to be published regarding the Evil Within 2 re-upload kind of a program that I have there. And of course after that it's going to be Void Bastards. Today on YouTube I will do the XCOM 2 kind of thing here. I'm a little bit I cannot promise like a fixed schedule at the moment. I'm a little bit kind of busy and I cannot make a schedule for that because it's very erratic, the kind of flow that of work that I have been doing. So I will try my best to put at least I don't know, one day in, one day out XCOM 2, and I'm going to start recording Prey. That's the one that I'm going for. But yeah, I will do, yeah, today I can do the XCOM 2, see if tomorrow or something like that I can start planning a little bit better. But I from the workflow that I have been having lately, I suppose next week I can organize myself a little bit better in terms of release schedules. But yeah, at the moment this is what I can do, and of course, as always, I also publish on everything from YouTube on the Blogger site there, and of course on my Patreon for extra support. So not much happening in terms of news, but I've got a little rumor here regarding more AMD CPUs that might come or not. Again, this is a rumor. Supposedly the rumor encompasses that AMD is preparing some from AM4 platform, 5700X3D and a 5500X3D. It's kind of interesting because they launched not that long ago the 5600X3D. Yeah, the 5600X3D, which at the moment is at least in a I think they launched in a Chinese market, and then international market is only available in US through Micro Center. Of course you have to have a physical store. They don't do a shipping kind of a thing. I think it's very rare they do shipping on products, but yeah, you have to have a physical store, so you can go there. This rumor, in terms of course, as you can see, 5700XD will be supposedly, according to the rumor, between a 5600X3D and a 5800X or X3D, depending. Is getting to get a little bit lower in terms of frequencies, the base one and boost clock. Supposedly they will have 96 megabytes, which is plus 4 the whatever it is. Usually it's they said 96. Yeah, 96 megabytes of L3 cache. This cache is L2 plus L3, so 4 megabytes. And the 5500 X3D will be a little bit better than the 5600X, with again in terms of frequencies a little bit lower than the 5600 X3D, and will have the same kind of cache sorry, megabytes of cache. Oh my god, cache size, sorry, that's the word I was looking for. Yeah, of course, in the rumor there is no price, there is no TDP, but you should expect 105. Again, I think if the rumor is it's good, I suppose this is mainly like the remaining chips they did from AM4. They just starting picking them around, like the remainings from the fabs, and they just try to select which one would be good to make I don't know, a CPU, trying to take advantage of like the rest of the stock that they have. Maybe they still have a lot of things from motherboards. There is still a very DDR4 available around the market. These products are way cheaper than AM5 platforms, comparatively, of course. Even though AM5 have been slowly but steadily lowering a little bit here and there. But yeah, I think they are still pretty interesting options. Not considering these rumors, like for example this 5600X3D is a pretty decent gaming CPU, mainly because of the 3D cache. 5800X3D is the best one in terms of AM4 platform or equivalent with Intel in terms of competition. Again, mainly because of the 3D cache. In terms of the AM4 platform, even the 5600X or even the non-X, it's pretty decent if you go around and play around with this equivalent in terms of even with GPU, so older GPUs like the 30 series, even 40 series, you can put a 4070 or similar in that performance, or even from AMD, I don't know, 6800 XT if you can find one of those. Or even at the moment, I don't know, 7800 XT or below can be a good pair here for even for 1440p kind of gameplay here. And of course, or you have like an older Ryzen CPU and you're just waiting for something. Even again, the 5600X and the 5800X, between those are pretty good options. There's no need to go for this full throttle on the Ryzen 9s from the AM4 platform here. Again, if you have already some AM4 parts and you just want to upgrade one or the other, I think there is still very good options. Again, as long as you are comfortable with the performance that your system gives, I don't see any obligation for you to mandatorily upgrade yourself for AM5. Even though there is some quite differences here, but again, usually it's in extreme cases. If you're building a new system out of nowhere, it's always recommended to go for the more recent one, mainly because so far so good. They've been I think in terms of planning, the AM5 platform will continue to be supported for the next upcoming years, even with the launch of new CPUs and everything. So I think it's a reliable platform for now, taking into account that of course the AM4 platform has been supported for a lot of years also, and they still launched the 5600X3D and is compatible with basically all the motherboards. So as long, of course, you just do a BIOS update. But yeah, in terms of this kind of platform, I think AMD is way above and beyond in terms of how they implement the platform, and they support that platform and the compatibility of future components. How they manage that, I think it's way better than Intel. Intel, you just have you buy a motherboard, you buy a CPU, the memory, and that's it. After 2 generations maximum, which is around between give or take 3 years, you have to buy everything new. While at least the M4 platform, I think almost giving for 6 years now, give or take. So there are people that buy the 3000 series from the and even the 2000 or 1000 series from that began the M4 platform. You can buy a new CPU, and that motherboard will still supposedly will be able to handle, like for example, at least the 5600X if you just upgrade the BIOS. At least that's my perspective. At least even that older motherboards, as long as they are M4 platform, I think they can handle the upgrade. So it's different, and even in terms of performance, there. In terms of equivalency, it's basically all the same. I don't see a huge difference here and there, and the fact that Intel CPUs consumes more energy, and so more the electricity bill will be higher than if you have a normal AMD CPU here. At least that's my overall thoughts on that. So nothing will change at the moment regarding that. But yeah, if the rumor is true, maybe you can get some decent CPUs here. I don't know if if the rumor is true, if they're going to launch this on like Christmas time or something like that. I don't know. I suppose it's like remainings of stock. that they took advantage of it and just implemented, because they for sure have already the infrastructure to implement X3D on the chips themselves. So I don't think it's going to be a lot of trouble for that. Or maybe they are like, for example, 5800 X3D. They were not that good, or cannot be taken advantage of, having the naming scheme of 58 and this for the 5600 X3D. I don't know, depends on how they're going about it. Only I don't know, something like Gamers Nexus just dismantle the thing and see if the chip is supposedly one of 5800 cut down version of that for the 5700 X3D. But then again, this is all a rumor, so take it with a grain of salt. Hopefully they will launch something like this to be something a little bit more cheaper than there is on the market, and at least it's something that gamers can have to play around with. With hardware, we still have kind of a news here from PCI-SIG, the guys that did the famously branded 16-pin or 12-volt power 16-pin burning 4090s in terms of that specification of that connection. This was the guys here, and they are working on Gen 5 and Gen 6. They will use CopprLink cables. That's at least the name they are giving for these cables. This image here, I don't know if it is for reference. I don't know why they put it here. This is not good, using this kind of thing, even mainly because the new PSUs that are coming out, they already can handle this 16 connection pin here. But I don't know, mainly because of how they're going about it here. They're basically between Monday and Thursday, so between 13 and 16 November, they are doing a Colorado Convention Center. I suppose they are test out and see what is the opinion of people. I don't know what they're going to do. They're going to be there, and I suppose they are trying to see what is the best adoption here for this kind of thing, because supposedly the Generation 6 in terms of bandwidth, it's also have to do with the PCI Express platform here. I don't know why it is here, because I don't know, but yeah, hopefully they go about it, and after that revision for the cable, they changed the name for 12V2 times 6 standard, which is like a revision of the 12-volt power cable there. Yeah, but there are a lot of room for improvement. Again, as I said before, the cable itself and the connection, the physical connection here, seems it's way smaller. I don't know, in terms of future power demanding components later on in the next few years, like, I don't know, 6000 NVIDIA series GPU or something like that, that demand more power than they are demanding now, for example, for the 4090. I don't know how well this connection will handle, because of the physical size, in terms of resistance of the connection itself. If it demands too much power, I don't know if it can handle that well, or basically there is a limit for this connection. But then again, if you just basically, how do I say it? You just by definition just putting yourself the new PSU's void in terms of future upgrades, instead of lasting you for sometimes 10 years. I had one PSU that lasted me for 10 years, but if you just put void or not supported connections on the PSU, it renders useless that connection itself. So yeah, I don't know how they're going to go about it. You need something that is future proof, or else it's not going to fall off very well with the consumer base there. If you just want to do like iPhone style stuff there, in terms of just every now and then, every year or so, just putting a new connection oh my god, the word is slipping my mouth from my mind. But yeah, some new standard here I don't know. We'll see how it goes. For sure, we'll have some information in the next few months because they want to start implementing, at least have finalized specifications for the Gen 5 during until this year or beginning next year. So we will have to see. In terms of gaming news, not much happening here. The only thing that I did was did the voting for the Game Awards stuff. I already did my voting there. I left on the description a link for the votes if you like to. So I refer for the video yesterday if you want to check out if you want to vote for the Game Awards, and afterwards catch up and see how the voting went on December 7, I think. That's the live stream. I will try to keep my eyes peeled and watch the live stream at least at the day afterwards. But yeah, there's been some interviews regarding Cyberpunk sequel, mainly because of the Unreal Engine 5 development. Kind of challenges there are there. But yeah, they say it's been a challenge so far because, of course, they have since The Witcher 2, when they introduced the Red Engine, they only been working on that engine and making a switch for Unreal Engine, which is a completely different way of how the engine itself works, because Red Engine was created from the ground up in-house from CD Projekt to be specific to at the time, for the Witcher franchise, which was basically their main thing there. But yeah, it seems that it behaves itself very well with Cyberpunk, mainly with the systems, the way they went about it and did the version 2.0, and with the launch of the Phantom Liberty. I think it's pretty decent in terms, not also from quality wise, but also in terms of how the mechanics works. But yeah, it seems that I don't know who did make the decision. That seems that Unreal Engine 5 for them is a good fit. Again, it's going to be a struggle at the beginning. Again, Cyberpunk sequel, it's still in early stages of development, so don't expect any news in the next 2 years or so, give or take, in terms of this game. But yeah, they seem to have being adopting and adapting the engine itself, and it seems that they are tweaking here and there, trying to make some experiments here to see what the engine can handle on and what they want to achieve. So it's a good experiment phase for them. But yeah, it's been challenging, but according to they see much space to actually do something awesome. We will wait and see. There is the interview here or the video, so take a look. And again, of course, the fact that after the 2.0 update and the Phantom Liberty expansion DLC came out, I think the game is more in line with the vision they gave before the launch of the Cyberpunk. I think now it's a well worth while playing game. Even from feedback from players that have been playing the game since the beginning, they say now it's a completely different game, basically, in terms of it plays the systems, the improved systems and everything, plus the relic systems and the perk system and transmorgs and everything, and how you unlock and go about it. I think it's way better. But yeah, and lastly we got Liza Pi or Liza P patch 1.3. It had the costumes and balance and some balance changes also. Now you have more costumes and customization. It's way better from what it seems now. And I covered this, that they were trying to implement in terms of changes in combat, the dodge stuff, because you had to unlock dodge, I suppose, through this crystal thing or whatever it's called, the P-organ system. Now it's like a default one, so you don't have to work your way up to unlock that skill, which is it makes it a little bit more easy to go about it, especially how usually the in terms of mechanics, how the gameplay combat is done, very similar to Dark Souls-y or From Software, let's say it, games. Yeah, and the fact that they give you more, a little bit more, how they call it here, quad stuff. I suppose that's the thing that unlocks the nodes here from the P organs kind of a system there. Again, I didn't see the game, I only read the reviews, and I usually try to keep myself out of spoilers, so I don't, when I play the games that I really want to play, I don't get already spoiled ahead of playing it. But yeah, seems that they revamped here some balances also. Yeah, and now you can also buy the soundtrack for $10, give or take, and you can download it and listen to your heart's content on that. And yeah, I think they're working on more stuff there, but it was not launched, those things they are working on, so expect more content updates regarding Liza Pi, Liza P. Yeah, I think this game is pretty good. It also been nominated for 2 or 3, I don't remember. I think it was 2 categories, Best RPG and something like that. If not mistaken, I think there was here on the article, but I didn't. Yeah, Best Art Direction and Best Role-Playing Game. It was nominated for those ones, which is always good to see, the good games being nominated. Not like Starfield, only one category. I think it's even like RPG or something like that. I don't know. I remember seeing the nomination there, but yeah, it is what it is. So I'm going to wrap up for today with some gaming deals. Again, basically all the same here. We still have Wall World, 23% off, but I really recommend the complete edition. It's not that more expensive, like $2 difference, and it already has like Deep Threat, which is something that adds more content and more mechanics there. We got Prey. This is the game that I'm been doing the new gameplay series. I expect to launch the first episode this week, give or take. I think everything is. I managed to put it run smoothly, 144, basically everything max out in 4K. It's an older game, so my PC can handle pretty much that. It might be some stutter here and there. I don't know. I have to. I want to do a recording and see how it goes, to see if it looks good. And I got the digital deluxe. I don't remember. I think no. Yeah, this is. I managed to claim it in Epic Game Store for free a lot of months ago, if not mistaken. I think it was almost at least a year ago or something like that. I managed to claim it. Also, we got the Bioshock franchise. Again, it's on sale, 75% off, 80% on the Bioshock 2 Remastered and Bioshock Infinite. Got around 1.5 days. This came out of nowhere. I don't remember seeing this on the sale. Must be like a flash sale or something like that. But I recommend the collection here. It has the remastered version of the first 2 games, plus all the DLCs, plus Bioshock Infinite. That it got everything for $12, and I think it's a well worth better deal than buying, unless you need to complete the collection. If you don't have any of those, it's the collection. I think it's the way to go. And yeah, as always, I'll leave all the links in the description of the gaming deals, and of course the articles that I cover here. And lastly, I got Spirit Farewell Edition on GOG, 75% off. I think it's a good. It's one of those games that I really want to play out, not only by the art style itself, but how it goes about it. And the Farewell Edition has everything, if not mistaken. Then you have the Deluxe Edition as the art book and soundtrack. Yeah, this one is pretty more than enough. It has everything. All the little updates there, and yeah, it's how the story of how your journey try to help out for the spirits to go to the afterlife, basically, and the stories and of their lives that ensue there. And yeah, I'm going to wrap up for today, guys, with a plug on my Patreon for extra support. Again, extra support is for storage at the moment, for me to have backups of the projects that I do for my private clients, and also some space or extra space for the videos that I do for the channel here. And with all that said, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. So until then, Kunamy Master out.